Hi everybody, Alex Employer from Expert Forex, and in today's video I'm going to tell you about a brand new course. It's a complete trading course that will help your manual trading immensely. It's a very practical course, and unfortunately it's not based at beginner level. It is based at a more advanced level and requires you to have a little bit of experience. Now, if you feel like your experience isn't where it should be, we've got a whole lot of free courses that you can do to get it to that level, and here they are. They're all on our forum, and things like double your account in one day, channel trading, simple and easy Forex series that covers all the elements that we're looking at in this course, lifestyle trading, same thing, long candle trading, and I'll reference that one later on today, magic momentum courses, magic moving average courses, and candlestick courses. So there's a lot of free stuff already available. So if you feel that you're not ready for this particular course, go and do a couple of these free courses and then join the course. But let's go and have a look at what this course is all about. Now, one point that I really must make, and a lot of traders don't understand this concept. Forex trading is an activity. You only learn if you do it. Swimmers cannot become Olympic athletes by reading a book. Golfers cannot become professional golfers by reading a book. It's by hours and hours and hours of application in the market that you become a competent manual Forex trader. So all the knowledge that you get from this course that I'm talking about now, and all of those free ones that I mentioned, all that knowledge is worth nothing. Zip. Absolutely nothing if you do not get into the water and start swimming, or get onto the practice tee and start hitting, or sit in front of the computer and place a couple of trades, as many as you can in as short a period as you can, so that you can learn what trading is all about. So all this book knowledge is absolutely useless. I'm sorry, I'm taking some time to labor this point, but it's very important because we find a lot of people out there that develop paralysis from analysis. In other words, they have so much trading knowledge that they don't know what to do next. So the approach in this course is completely different to other courses. Other courses will teach you a technique and a setup and all that type of thing, and say, all right, well, go and apply this technique or setup. What we say is, no, the market teaches you how it wants to be traded, and it will tell you which setup, which technique to use to get the best benefits from it. And you also, as I mentioned before, learn from your own activities, making mistakes with lot sizing and building up your technical expertise so that you don't make those mistakes anymore, and you don't need to focus on those elementary things, and you can now focus on more advanced elements of trading. So this process is what we call reverse engineering, and I'm going to give you a feel of the type of things that we do in this course. So we take a normal chart with nothing on it, and what I've done here is I've just added this zigzag indicator, because a lot of traders can actually not spot trends, even if they look at the chart as it is. So the zigzag indicator actually identifies trends quite nicely. So what the type of approach we use is we say the market is telling us that it is going to stop the upward trend over here and it's going to reverse the trend. That's what the market's telling us. How can we take advantage of that information, and how can we tell that the market is telling that to us? So we look at, there's about 10 to 12 entry techniques that we use to translate what the market is telling us to ways of taking advantage of that particular move. Does that make sense? So in other words, we wait for the market to tell us things, and then we use the appropriate entry techniques to get in. The same thing with the exit techniques. The market starts telling you, I'm going to start stopping my trend now, and it gives you the signals. They're as clear as daylight. And there are about 12 signals that you can look at to get these turning points. Then you apply the ones that apply to this particular situation. So it's a different approach. It is listening to the market and reacting to what the market wants you to do. Also in the middle here is the area where Forex traders fail miserably. And you've heard that the psychological side of Forex is important, but it is so underestimated, because what happens here is that people get into this middle area and they don't know what to do. Should I continue trading? Should I cash in? Should I double my lot sizing? Should I halve my lot size? Should I add a trailing stop? Should I add a break-even stop? Blah blah, and they get so confused. If you're confused, it's a good opportunity for the market to just punch you. So you cannot afford to be confused in that particular area. So these are areas in the course that we cover in quite a lot of detail, but it's called reverse engineering. So we say, look what the market told us and look at what we should have done. Look what the market told us and look at what we should have done. And that's how you learn how to trade the Forex market. So I've chatted about reverse engineering, removing the ego. So in other words, you're not saying to the market, I'm going to use this technique to trade you today. You're saying, market, how would you like to be traded? Talk to me. And the market will talk to you, and then you respond to how the market wants you to trade it. The other thing that we cover in the course is plan for all possible outcomes. Remove the emotion from trading. Emotion is what kills traders in all aspects of trading, but especially in that middle area where it's managing the trade. They get emotional, they don't know what to do. Is my target too big? Is my stop too small? Or all those kind of things. They start thinking those kind of things. And luckily, very early in my career, I had a very good mentor, and the mentor said to me, let me give you one tip, and that's the only tip that you need about emotional Forex trading. The tip is, assume that you've gone completely mad and that you are incapable of making a rational decision after you've entered a trade. Now that might sound silly to you, but what he was saying is, plan your whole trade while you are calm, cool, and collected. With a cup of tea and all that type of thing. Plan your trade and say, there's my target, there's my stop, I'm going to use a trailing stop. Plan the whole thing and then commit to that trade. And then forget about it. Once it's entered, you have planned it, and you've planned it when you were calm, cool, and collected. Forget about it and let the outcome happen. That's what he was teaching me. And that's what we also encourage very strongly in the course, for you to be able to take emotion out of trading, because emotion will kill your trading. And you just need to ask a couple of people that have blown their accounts and why they blew their accounts, because they lost control of their trading. Then the next thing we're going to teach you is how to trade into the future. Now this is where trading really gets interesting. And that a lot of people, what, trading into the future? How can you trade into the future? Very easy. I'm going to show you an example of that. And what that does, it allows you, firstly, to automate your trading a bit, and also takes all the stress out of trading. So because of the expertise that you build up in the course, you are in a position to see opportunities before they happen. And I'll just give you one small example quickly. Maybe not the best example, but let's go for it. But let's say the price is starting to go up over here. And from what the market has told you, it said that this area here is a bouncing point or a strong area of resistance. And the market tells you that well before, and we'll show you techniques on the course how the market communicates to you and says, hey, by the way, here's a strong area of resistance. So you know that area is a strong area of resistance. So now you can trade it straight from now. You can trade it. So what you do is you put a pending order in there. For a sell, you put your stop where you want it. You put your target where you want it. You tell the you can activate a trailing stop. MT4's got a trailing stop. You just activate it, and all those kind of things. And there's also some manual trading tools that you can use to manage the trade a lot better. But all of that can be done in the future. While the price is over here somewhere, you can say, I'm expecting that bounce there. I can trade. So that's the level of skill that you need to get to really make a difference to your Forex trading life. And we will give you good guidance in the course to achieve those results. And then the other thing that we're going to look at in the course is automating manual trading. Now, everybody thinks of robots as standalone set and forget trading things, but they can also be very valuable manual trading tools. And let's have a look at some of the manual trading tools that we use. So there are pending orders. Now, every trading platform has pending orders. Those are orders waiting for the price to touch a certain price level, and then you can tell it to either bounce off that price level or go through the price level, that kind of thing. So pending orders have been around for donkey's ears. So then things like break-even stops. You can put a break-even stop in. You could put a trailing stop. In fact, we have a tool that will do those two for you after you've opened a trade. You can say, hey, I want a trailing stop and a break-even stop. It's not standard in MetaTrader. We have a special tool for that. Then you have top-up tools. So in other words, what happens is the price then starts going nice and positive. You say, oh, I can make more money because my target is actually over here and the price is still here, but it's nicely positive. I can add to my position. I can actually say, increase my lots, increase my lots, increase my lots. Now, we've already got a tool there. It's called the double in a day EA, and you top. It's called topping up. You top your transaction up, top it up and top it up. And by the end, when you reach your target, obviously you've made a lot more money than just trading straight through to the target. So there's top-up tools. Then there's market scanners, and I'll show you an example of a market scanner that can do the scanning for you. You don't have to physically go and scan the market for trading opportunities. They scan for you. And there are trend line traders. So in other words, if you have a non-horizontal price level, if you're trading channels or trend lines and things like that, if you have a non-horizontal level, you just tell this one to say, if the price goes through that trend line, buy or sell. Simple as that. So you can automate manual trading, so to the point that you only need to look at the charts maybe once or twice a day. So it's ideal for a working person. They spend 10 minutes or 20 minutes in the morning and 20 minutes in the evening, and that's all they need to do because they have their automated manual trading systems in place. And here are some examples of the manual trading systems. Here I've mentioned the trend line trader. You can either tell it to bounce off trend lines or to break through trend lines. It's fantastic. You don't have to watch the chart. You just tell it that if it closes on the other side of the trend line, enter trade. Then you have your it's called a double in a day EA, but it's which means that if you take it to its extreme, it will double your account in one trade. But you don't need to go that far. You can just top up and top up and top up. And the beauty of this particular tool is it will top you up at a risk-free basis. So if the price had to come back, you won't lose because of those toppers. It will be stopped out at break even, all of those transactions. So a really handy tool, and there it is. And then here's the market scanner that can scan a huge amount of indicators at the same time, and you just need to look at the indicators and you'll find what you need to find. After you've done the course, you'll have a good feel of why those particular indicators are important. So the tools are already in place, and what's more, some of them are totally free, some of them are highly discounted to course members. So during the course, we create this trading checklist, and we look at all the entry techniques that you could possibly do, like channel trading, Fibonacci, trend line trading, price patterns, candle patterns, and a whole lot more. There's about 12 of them that we look at. Then we look at all the stop techniques, where to place stops, a whole lot of techniques. There's about 4 or 5 of those. And then we look at transaction management. Now, this is the most neglected area, and the area where most traders kill their careers as a Forex trader, because they don't know what to do once the trade is running. And you can do all kinds of things, as I've mentioned earlier. You can top them up, you can scale them down, you can add a trailing stop, add a break-even stop, you can close the transaction, you can leave it as it is. There's all kinds of ways, and you need to understand the repercussions of those kind of decisions. And then we have the exit techniques. Exit techniques are almost a mirror image of the entry techniques, because those techniques will tell you when to exit, and obviously an exit from one place is an entry into another. So that's why the exit and the entry techniques are pretty similar. But this checklist will be available to you in the course, and all you do is you ring the ones that you use for your particular trade, and it makes it so much easier. So in the next few videos, what we're going to do is we're going to find a couple of trends, and we're then going to analyze those trends to teach you the basic building blocks of trading, which are the entry techniques, the transaction management, and the exit techniques, and the stop placement techniques, the basic. So we're going to identify as many entry techniques that work, stop placement techniques that work, identify the trade management techniques, as I've said, and identify as many exit techniques that you can use that would be successful. Understand how trade confirmations work, because if you've got 12 entry techniques and the trade is lining up on 6 of them, those are 6 confirmations that are telling you, hey, this transaction has a 6 times chance of selling than buying. So that's how trade confirmations work. The various techniques confirm each other. Then, as I mentioned, we then build this checklist that you can use forever and ever for every single trade that you make into the future. And I'm talking manual trading throughout here. Then we teach you how to trade into the future, and that will become so easy once you understand the basic building blocks. You then start trading into the future using automated trading. And the last point is we then look at the automated trading tools and how they can help you automate your trading. You can trade in your sleep on a manual basis. Very few people understand the concept of automation on a manual basis. Now, the first module has already been published. The video is available. There it is on your screen, and in that one we take one of those transactions on the chart there, and we apply all those learning points that I mentioned earlier. So now the next point is, how much does it cost? Now, as you can appreciate, there is amazing value in this particular course. In fact, I have been trading for 20 years. I know that the value that you will get out of this course cannot be seen anywhere else, because it is a complete trading course. It covers the areas that other courses are scared to go to because they don't know how to handle them. They don't know that middle part that's there. They only know 1 or 2 of those entry techniques. They don't really cover where to place your stop. They just cover it in general. So this is a complete course, and as you can appreciate, it's very expensive. But we have tried to keep the cost as low as possible. And I know a lot of people will still not be able to afford this course. So I'm sorry about that. If the course is too expensive for you, I apologize. That we have done our best to keep the cost as low as possible. Okay, so how do you join the course? It's very simple. It's in existence. You can go and watch this video, give your feedback. In other words, how it works is you watch the video and you ask as many questions as you want. You make as many comments as you want, and I will create another video to answer all of those questions and address any points that you might have. So that's how it works. Very interactive course and very practical. I also give you assignments that you need to go and do and apply the knowledge that you've had. So let's get back to the cost of the course. The course is in fact free to Premium Advantage Forum members. So in other words, if you're a member of this particular forum, you get the course for free. So the next question is, well, how much does it cost for me to join the forum? And there we are. It costs you $20 a month. Now, a lot of people say, oh, $20 a month, but I have to commit myself for the next 5 years. Join the forum, do the course. When you finish with the course, you stop paying. Simple as that. You can do it in a month, but then you'll miss out on all the future examples of the course and the future trading and all that type of thing. But you can learn the basic course in a month quite easily. And there are lots of other benefits. For instance, you get premium indicators. Some of the indicators that I mentioned are available there for free download. Then there are very special discounts. The forum members get the lowest prices of any prices on our products. Then our regular market reviews that tie into the course quite a bit because it uses the same concepts. And there's actually 14 benefits that are there. I won't go through them all because you're pretty interested right now in the course. Just go on there and pay your $20 and you can get access to the course. If that's too much for you, I'm sorry about that. Now, I hope you've enjoyed this video and that I've highlighted some areas that might be the reasons why you haven't achieved your full potential when trading the Forex market on a manual basis. This is a manual trading course. So as always, the links to anything mentioned in this video will be available in the description as well as in the first commentary of the video. From me, Alex Deploy, cheerio.